Hello everybody, welcome back. You wanted a game 3, we got a game 3 for ya. I'm Nickelbacker, joined by Sigtal Infinite. Sigtal Infinite, you still with me?
I'm still here, man.
Sweet. Alright, game 3. What the heck are we gonna see out of this game 3, man?
Well, this is literally do or die. This is it. This is the final hurrah. So I expect every single one of them to not only pull out their biggest and best champs, but their hardest performances that they can.
One can
Um,
hope. Question on everybody's mind. Can Batman... No. Can we get a Warwick, please?
You're scared.
I mean, we're gonna see him 5 times.
5 times too goddamn many in my Just kidding, I love you, Alonzi. You know I do. But sometimes you troll too hard, bruv.
Well, now I'm just mad.
Prioritizing the Zach. I'm not surprised by that. I think they would allow him to get Volibear. I don't imagine they're super scared of that. So maybe a Lucian ban here. No, it's gonna be Maokai. Who am I kidding?
Hey, thank you, Wishbone, for the Prime sub.
Oh, wow, it's the Warwick ban. Holy crap. They said, no, this is the final game. We're not giving it to you. We're not even taking the chance.
I mean, thank you, 9 Lives, for that, but at the same time, okay. Ooh, the Ezreal was left up this time, so we're gonna see 9 Lives
Wally
take that.
gets his comfort Ezreal pick, but Maokai is, for the first time, I think, like this entire season, left up and first picked for the side of Phoenix. That's huge. Huge.
Huge.
It's huge.
Alonzi, poor guy, getting banned out of both champs. He's been playing pretty comfortably, doing the Vi this time. He's into his playstyle pretty nicely, I believe.
We're going to see Slack stick on the set for the third game in a row, probably. He's done a good job with set all 3 games, so I'm not super disappointed to see that. It hasn't been banned away from him, and it's been working for the most part. So
Alistar, gonna see some cowbell, hopefully. Ooh, the Vel'Koz was up too, so we're gonna see Vel'Koz in mid lane. Something Odin's been played before and pretty comfortable with, so I'm glad to see that coming out. Like we were saying before, a lot of comfort picks. Let's bring back what we know here. And I'm saying that because people in the chat were telling me that Vi is one of Alonzi's bread and butter champs.
yeah, probably going to see the same last 4 bans that we always do.
Rise.
You don't have the heart.
Lucian ban coming through. Sorry folks, they took a second through that. Didn't like that Lucian apparently.
I will wait for you to be better.
Good call. Take that for the meal. It does leave up the gangplank, but I do think Brandana had an easier time dealing with Relexus's gangplank than his Camille. Not so much that he had a hard time with Camille, but Relexus was able to get so much done around other spots in the map, and to no fault of Brandana's, eventually it just became too much for him to handle because of Relexus, his kills from other spots. Ashe also taken away, so a lot of targeting onto Modric right here. Pressure's on for what ADC he's going to pick. Normally Ashe and Ezreal being kind of the 2 that he shines the most on.
Which ADC is Modric gonna pick?
Jhin. Okay, Misfortune. I don't even know if he plays Jhin.
Interesting. I'm not into it. Interesting pick for the ADC this time. There's the gangplank. We all knew it was coming. Game 3 gangplank. Seeing Gangplank played makes me want to play League again, because at least I have one of my champs available to me. Can we get a Teemo? No. No. We can't get a Teemo.
Syndra again. Okay.
Ari.
I feel like Trufflesaurus this set of games has just been like, I like what you did, Great Beard of Odin. I'll do it now.
You see what you did there? I like that, but let me do it better.
Good Syndra game, my turn. Good Ari game, my turn.
Alright, EH, what are we doing? The Urgot. Okay. Urgot top, Maokai support.
So the Maokai Misfortune bot lane is actually kind of terrifying, especially once they get 6.
Actually, you are correct there. That's going to be an interesting bot lane. Gotta get to 6, though. And
True.
Ezreal and Alistar is pretty scary, even early game. I feel like that's going to be a poke fest in the bot lane.
It's hard to. It's really hard to get anything done and catch up to the Ezreal when you have the safety net Alistar there to toss anyone back who gets too close.
All right. Well, this is the final matchup here. So what are we doing here? Infinite, who do you think's gonna take it this time?
I'll be honest. This one I'm not as sure on. Neither team, in my opinion, has like a crazy good like team fight compared to the other. I do think Phoenix is a little bit better just because of the Maokai ult combined with the Misfortune ult, and then the Vi follow up. It's really hard to get away from all that. And then even if you do, Urgot and Vel'Koz can kind of just snipe you from a mile away. But on the side of Nine Lives, they've actually got a pretty good team as well. Theirs feels a lot like Game 1, though. I'm not going to lie. Difference being General Wally having Ezreal. I think he's going to get a lot more done than he did with Samara. So there's a chance that it'll play a lot like Game 1, but snowball harder for General Wally, which could end up being the difference.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be the defining factor between this and Game 1, right? Is that we have General Wally playing something a little bit more comfortable with, and as we've seen tonight even, that Ezreal scurry. But, yeah, me personally, I'm going to sit on 9 Live side. Apologies, Phoenix. I feel like that they're going to be bringing something to the table here that they didn't in the Game 1, and as we've seen tonight for both these teams, it's just been a big tug of war, right? We really just need someone to get ahead and then wait for the late game and, well, not get ahead. We're just going to be tug of warring until we get to the late game, and then it's just going to be what we've seen before. I feel like the story's not going to change at all. But that's just my personal opinion, and I might be totally wrong. And this game might be 20 minutes. I don't know.
I'm gonna, just for the sake of having casters go against one another, I'm gonna say I'm giving this one to Phoenix.
Well, if we've learned anything from tonight, Red Side OP, so yeah, Phoenix is gonna win, but...
Red Side is OP, so I'll give you that, but I actually am interested to see Alonzi's Vi. I personally haven't really seen him play a whole lot of Vi, but as you pointed out, everyone in chat is kind of going nuts over it. So if it's anything like his Warwick impact, then this is going to be a scary game for 9 Lives.
Yeah, from what I recall from previous splits, his Vi is decent. It's solid. At low tier. I mean, he can do some pretty good things with Vi. And like I said, it plays into his playstyle. So, I feel like we're going to have a very interesting jungle here. But we shall see. 5 seconds left on the timer. Let's take a look at the final matchup for these guys. On Lives versus Phoenix, who's going to take it?
get more than 0.2 seconds to look at skins. What do you think? No? Okay, it's
Nah.
over.
Skins get wins, folks. Who do we got? We got Arcade. No skin on set by default. Come on, guys. Oh my gosh, I don't even have time to process besides that set didn't have a skin. And skins haven't been getting wins tonight anyways, I don't believe, so whatever.
That's unfortunate because I want to give the skin win to Phoenix.
And just so that we're... Actually, I'll wait for those guys to spawn. I'm at 10 seconds at pause. I'm just going to pause for a couple seconds here, folks, so that we can give the client enough time so that it can be happy. So it can be happy. Cowgirl Misfortune. I've never seen that skin in-game, to be quite frank. That's interesting. Let's take a look at skins in-game. It's like a big blob of characters going on there, folks. Not really much going on for there. I can't see these guys from this side. Golden Alistar has some boring skins, man. We need that cowbell skin, man. Anyways, ready to hit play?
Yep.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Apologies, folks. I'm not sure why the client is pissy.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Curse of Gen 1 characters that aren't cute girls. Got that right. See, Riot are just Sims too.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Don't need the
No,
time.
they just know what sells.
Yep. Yep. They know their demographic.
Why do you think Akali and Ari get 32 skins a year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you think we were gonna let that slide, Keno? So we know. Still pretty proud I haven't bought a skin yet while playing League. Then again, I haven't played for quite a bit. I've been too busy casting.
Getting mentally prepped forecasting.
Yeah, man. A lot happens on the screen when you're a caster.
It's true.
Granted, you're not doing anything with it, but...
Just gotta talk about it, man.
No shenanigans this time, that's shocking. Thought we were gonna see some Phoenix foreplay here.
Speaking of shocking, Keno, since you're pretty active in the chat right now, help me out. I'm kind of like torn. I don't like joke skins. Me and you are very much the same in that respect, but I love cats. So is Meowkai okay? Because I kind of like it. What are your thoughts?
Give it a couple seconds to process. Yeah, that's what I figured. No. I mean, let's take a look at this skin here. He's just wearing
already.
He's just wearing frickin' pajamas. This is the epitome of joke.
Yeah, I don't really like his skin so much, but I do like the cats that he throws. Like I don't care about his skin. It looks kind of dumb. But the cats that he throws that grow and they're just adorable, like at least the cats are okay, right? At least give me that.
That's
Come
like
on.
one point of the skin. If you have to talk about it that much to try to make it out that you enjoy that skin, you don't like the skin. Just let it out.
That's fair. All right, I just like the cats. Damn it.
Ooh, gotta buy the gank in mid lane. Good lord. Nice flash from Truffles.
Yep. Looked like Slag was gonna try and gank bot. Flash used. And they're able to knock Huge on the other side. Flash used by Slack to get over there. First blood goes down to the Ezreal.
Ooh, Huge. That feels bad, man. Tried flashing over the wall.
Yeah, a lot blown there too. Flash from both bot laners on Phoenix side. Heal from Modric. Flash and Ignite on the side of 9 lives.
Oof, indeed. F in the chat for that flash.
Yeah, and of course it's General Wally who gets first blood there, so once again not what you want to see. The ADC getting the first one.
I'm just saying, man, we've seen this before. Blue just gets a little bit ahead, and then red comes back, and blue gets a little bit ahead, and I'm using color schemes because that's how it's been tonight, folks. The colors matter.
That is true.
The colors mean something. Mason, what do the numbers mean? Alright, everyone being pretty civil in half lane. Brandana got a little bit of damage on him. A little bit of a scuff. Nothing too worrisome.
Point out, actually someone else also pointing it out in chat. 6 off pointing it out that Wally started the call. So gonna take him a little bit longer to get items, but having a bit of a gold jump once he does.
I tend to agree, Kenos. You said in the chat, I can't see Urgot being as much of a factor as Wukong was. I feel like that the Wukong was a little bit more of a factor than anybody thought, to be quite honest. And
yeah,
he was doing work. That damage spike later in the game was... He was doing he was doing well against that Camille, and that Camille was decimating people.
Yeah, was Wukong banned? He was, right?
Was he? I actually don't recall. I don't think so.
Well, if nothing else, Alonzi kind of playing similar to his Warwick, you know, getting a 6-minute solo drag, so well done on that.
Folks, he's comfortable with the champ run.
I thought for a second we might see a dive since the Urgot has no mana and 2 people were top lane, but they decide against it.
I thought we were going to see something cheeky from Alonzi there, but no. Just clearing vision on Drake. He let them see what went on, man. Kenos is mad. Please don't repeat that in your next game. Or the game that you're casting tonight. I'm talking about the Wukong not being banned and not being picked. Nothing I'm seeing, folks. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah, I do kind of... we'll have to see how this plays out, but I do kind of feel that it might have been just choosing the Wukong again. Brandana's had such a amazing set of games with it, and if they're going to leave it open and you don't have to change anything, you don't have to change your playstyle from game to game. What's that old saying? If it's not broken, don't fix it.
It's not broken, don't fix it. Or KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Lonzy doing some
major down on the Vel'Koz, but the Vi ult combined with the Vel'Koz ult is going to melt that Ahri. She gets 1 charge from her ult to try and escape, and it is not going to be enough.
Now we're going to see more of a presence from Alonzi Tardis in this game, I believe. And that just shows it.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of suspected it was going to feel a lot like the Warwick. Both Warwick and Vi play so similar in the way that they gank. And just the aggression that they have early on is also very similar, so... Alonzi also doing a lot more work this game, I think, than both the other games on getting these objectives just super quick. 6-minute Dragon, 8.5-minute Rift Herald without anyone really noticing.
Indeed.
And
That's a
that is
dangerous
the
jungler
jungle
right there.
dominance that I've referenced before from the side of Phoenix that you have to kind of be scared of. And
Brandana. Care. Ooh, someone in the Rift Herald in the mid lane.
yeah, just trying to get a couple of chunks.
Indeed. They gonna get it. That's about it.
I don't hate that play. Obviously, you could have held it and you could have used it for like a play when Dragon or something like that is up. But you got that so early, you're definitely going to be able to, contest for the next one. And now this turret is so close to dead that even if Greatbeard can't do anything, if you do get the next one, it'll insta knock this one down. So.
We got Drake coming up in a minute and 15. I wonder if we're going to see some shenanigans from there.
Oh, I saw a kitty for a second. Ooh, fuck you.
That Truffle, you are having trouble, sir. I'd like to report assault in the mid lane. Assault and battery, jeez.
Meanwhile, Urgot does use teleport to get back to lane pretty fast. So for the next little bit, Relexus could use that to his advantage. Also, there's a pretty noticeable CS difference already in the top lane. But there's an even bigger one in the mid lane for Vel'Koz and Ahri.
Yeah. That is something you don't want to do, Odin to lead on CS. He gon' be sitting pretty. Battle vision in the bot lane.
Greatbeard of Odin teleporting back to get this lane pressure back to where it was. Truffle could get caught here. Vi coming in. Decides not to. Goes over the wall instead.
Oh, I wasn't viewing that. I apologize.
Alonzi is going to go ahead and start this dragon up. They do need to pull it out because Ezreal can literally just poke it with a Q. Slackosaurus going to face check Greatbeard right there. Oh my gosh, ton of damage as the Vel'Koz passive. Misfortune ults, but kind of misses everyone. But it is enough to buy enough time for Alonzi to pull the second dragon for their team. Ezreal ult did come through as well, but kind of just clipped a few and didn't really get anything done. Meanwhile, Relexus choosing not to use ult or teleport to interact with that fight down there.
Flashing it. A lot of stuff going on in the bot lane. Alonzi cleaning it up. Oh my lord. Alright,
Sorry,
chat.
I'm
I
glad
see
you. I'm glad you pulled that one. I got lost looking at something else.
Trio P. Ha.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you, Ace. ADC feel bad.
This Urgot is doing pretty decent against this gangplank up top lane. I say decent, not like well.
Oh, ult just barely misses Relexus there and would have been able to execute him if it had hit.
As I say that, I was almost proven wrong. Yeah, General Wallach, get that ward.
Almost at the 14-minute mark. Still no first tower though.
Turret plating will fall.
Oh, this game is actually lasting, well, at least the early game is lasting up a little bit more. People playing a little bit more careful. It's pretty bloody, but not like last game's felt.
Yeah, I think both teams are playing a little bit smarter than they. Well, I don't know. They played pretty smart both both games prior until like the very end. Kept making a few little unnecessary mistakes, getting caught out. But I think both teams absolutely, obviously know what's at stake right now. So try not to make any mistakes. See, look at that giant cute cat in that bush. How do you not love that? You guys are monsters.
I don't see no cat in no bush.
I know you might be a monster, but you're our monster.
First step's admitting it. Great Beard is getting very close to the point where he can just finish this tower off.
Indeed.
As expected, Alonzi is here right on cue for Rift spawning in. Sakosaurus making his way though. Is gonna get there and see him. We have some rotation from Reluxus and Brandana.
They just gonna let him have it?
Yeah, it's not gonna reset because they're right there, so it does look like they're just gonna leash it for them instead of fighting for it. Bit of an awkward choice. It does pull everyone away from Modric though, give him a chance to solo CS.
Get CS, boy. Ooh. This Urgot doing good damage. Jeez. Boy, calm down.
Icyclid might be in trouble here. Malachi goes down on him. Wazi Tardis uses his ult to get him. The charm is landed on Huge, but probably not going to matter. Ult from the Vel'Koz, but he's just out of range. Alonzi goes in, finishes him off. Haymaker from the set, uses ult to go into the back line, gets the Vel'Koz. A lot of damage, trying to get away. Not sure if he's going to be able to, though, as General Wall and everyone follow up. He does barely get away, though. Oh, just kidding. The the Gangplank ult finishes him off. Modric tries to come in and use her ult. It's kind of an awkward position, didn't really know where anyone was, and it misses pretty much everyone yet again.
Okay. It's Gangplank's gold lead. About 1k. Dragon is up.
Yeah, I was going to be very disappointed if we didn't see Relexus use ult there. That would have been the second time during like a noticeable fight that he just didn't really get involved. But he was just holding it so he could greed for the kill, guys.
I'm gonna just leave the timer up for now, folks.
And Relexus is gonna take top turret.
Just Gangplank things.
$17-minute mark, and this is all of our games have been close to this point, but this one feels like it's the closest. Gold being like 500 difference.
Yeah, like you said, I feel like they're playing smarter this time, or at least more careful. And as I say that, Odin gets caught. But he should easily get away unless the charm hits or that. Ooh.
Flash comes through, and it is going to be enough. If he had been able to dodge the Ezreal ult there, I don't think Truffle would have been able to kill him in response. Scorchum does use ult, but is charmed out of it. Rift is going to be able to do a decent amount of damage. Not sure that they'll be able to finish that off before the wave cleans up. Huge comes in from the side, uses ult, does get everyone locked up, but there's not really an engage potential right now, so they just have to clear minions and kind of stall out at this point. Meanwhile, Brandana is gonna take top turret for their side, and Relexus is trying to push bot, but there is a teleport response to him. We still have all the members that were in mid lane just now backing off on the side of 9 lives. So, even after all that, that's still an incredible.
You might have cut out a second there, Infinite. Incredible what?
No, close game. Not a whole lot of difference made right there.
I gave you a couple seconds, but I was like, is he gonna finish that sentence?
I just had to keep you guys on your toes.
I was waiting in anticipation. I was on the edge of my seat. Alright. Bearing up. Now we're just going to position for that. Assuming nothing probably going to happen for that yet.
So not only is this still just a very even game as far as gold, dragons, things like that, but like even as far as map pressure goes, the wards that exist on the map, like everything is so even. Neither team really has a lane that's pushing harder than the other, it seems. Sure, you can argue Phoenix does right now, but they've got cleanup crews, so...
Alright, as of right now, it's just... everyone's pushed up as much as
all
they
three of
possibly
these
can.
games for the first... Yeah, for the first, like, 25 minutes of all three of these games, it's pretty much been safely CS, and we only fight if we get a pick, or at Dragon Pit.
That's the truth, that's what they stuck to, and that's what worked. And I say that generally because it's worked for both teams tonight, folks.
Yep. We are at the point, though, that we should start finally seeing true 5v5s, where Relexus and Brandana actually get involved into the team fights. Obviously, 9 lives not wanting to let Phoenix get this third dragon, putting them at soul point.
Heavy contention here.
No. 9 lives doing a good job of clearing out every ward in the area. Slack moving pretty far up, though. Is going to get to notice everyone in that bush, but Huge goes in on him. A lot being used on him. Ult goes down. Misfortune ult going through along with Vel'Koz ult, and it's going to melt the entire line. Icy Flip goes to the back line, but he's all alone. Meanwhile, Slackosaurus has to get out of there. He's on the wrong side. Modric does go down. Great steal from the set. That is going to give them the dragon. That was a great steal. They do lose 3 members to do it. Phoenix only losing 1, Modric. But it does delay Soul even longer. Puts them at an even more even play state than they already were. I don't know if I agree with this. Phoenix.
Ooh, no.
Like they're gonna try for Baron though. Yeah, okay. They're backing off. I was about to say I think you're just leeching for them at that point.
Mm-hmm. 9 lives proving everybody wrong today. You shout out to Icy for that, taking out the Modric with that Incinerate. That was just, I was like, oh, she gonna get away. Oh, never mind. And the steal. What is this game, folks?
Yeah, I was about to say you give him the shout out. I'm gonna give it to Slack. That dragon steal brought Solo, had to get to the other side of that wall. Kind of looked like you were out of that fight. Flashed over, steals the dragon. that definitely, it may not have saved the game, but it definitely bought your team a lot more time before you have a...
We're out the salt Phoenix. Thank you, Chaos 6. Alright. Phoenix, what do you do here? And really, I think it's just time to position. Ward up Baron. Try to get a team fight here.
Yeah, they typically do pretty good at making sure they have good lane management, wave management. So they need to go ahead and do that again, and then, like you said, start setting up for a fight somewhere. Because the last thing you want to do is let General Wally just free farm CS for 5 more minutes. Speaking of General Wally, 1 Q from the Vel'Koz does 25% of his health, so...
Ouch.
Maokai engaged up here, and General Wally and Icy Flip are kind of caught. They are moving away. Ult from the Misfortune and Maokai. Lonzy goes in real deep under tower, and then ends up paying for it with his life. But then Ahri ends up falling and dying as well. Not sure why she followed so hard right there. Slackosaurus re-engaging, might have shoot off more than... Is going to ult into the back line, ton of damage, but Brandana is going to be able to ult and pull him in for the execute. I think if it weren't for that, he probably would have gotten the Vel'Koz and maybe Maokai, so... Good Urgot ult right there.
Nicely done from Modric for taking out those barrels as he was running away. I couldn't have done that. But, phew.
Yeah, I'm not that good either.
Phoenix starting to claw their way back in here. Taking a little bit of a lead, but then again, folks, that's that tug of war we were talking about. It's probably going to be back in 9 Lives court in a couple of seconds, but...
Yeah, wait for the objective to come up.
Yeah, that's the big stuff.
Both buffs onto the Misfortune right now, though.
Ward up.
Yeah, actually it looks like Phoenix is prioritizing Baron right here.
Okay.
I don't know that Nine Lives actually even realizes this is happening yet. Yeah, Ward is dropped, so they are spotted out now, but they might be too late. Oh my gosh, Ezreal ult comes in along with Gangplank ult and is able to steal that. That hurt so good for the side of 9 Lives. Oh my god. Now Phoenix feels like they have to come back and salvage something from this, or else 9 Lives is just going to get the Baron steal and put themselves at soul point.
Oh my god! Oh! Good lord.
Man, at this point, what do you do though? How do you get in? Maokai uses ult to try and suppress people down, give him the all clear. Vel'Koz comes in, tries to use ult in order to steal, but it's not going to work, as the Smite actually takes it. Misfortune uses ult, is able to hit a lot of the line, but it's still just not enough damage. Fear coming through as the Urgot ults in. They are going to be able to bring down Icy Flip as well. General Wally and Truffle trying to run away. Q almost kills Modric though, and now Relexus kind of turning around like he wanted to go back in, chooses not to though. So it is a 2 for 2 there.
Yeah, we thought that was going to be an
easy
easy.
good plays from 9 Lives.
Thought that was going to be an easy Baron, but nope. Nope. No siree.
It is not often that I see Alonzi like miss smite on something like that, so just like you said though, you kind of jinxed it. You said, you know, it'll be back in 9 lives in just a second, and as soon as the objectives came up,
I didn't jinx it. That was my profit hat. That only works
Oh.
80% of the time, 20% of the time.
Truffle getting a little too aggressive right there. Maybe forgot that Great Beard of Odin does so much damage with one ability. Charm landed onto Huge, but not a whole lot gonna happen afterwards. They are gonna get this turret. Lonzy
get
spotted
that
out, caught by a flag of force, and immediately just melted by the team before he could do anything. And this is turning into a very dangerous situation for Phoenix. Second tower taken by them, still pushing with the same Baron wave. But right now, Phoenix does not seem to have an answer on how to stop this push. Clear out the minion waves. Baron buff is now gone, so 9 lives will decide to back off. Some priority in the jungle. I thought they were gonna go for Scuttle. Just kidding. They said we don't need that. Screw Vision.
Vision, who needs it? What do we need to see the opportunities for? Alright, Phoenix, what do you do here? That's gotta suck. They really need to just regroup here. And I'm sure if they're not tilted, kudos to them, but that's gotta be a punch right in the gut.
Yeah, one more harsh mistake, and Phoenix might be out of this. Already 3 Ocean Dragons stacked for the side of 9 lives. That alone is hard to deal with, but if they get another one, 10% every 5 seconds. Definitely not what you want to have to deal with, especially seeing as 9 lives does seem to have the better poke team with the Gangplank and Ezreal. Do some damage, get out, heal up, and then just rinse and repeat.
Yeah. Yeah, I was fishing for something in Drake. Fishing for wards and for some poke.
Cypher's taking a lot of damage. Engaged from the entire team there. Uses Haymaker, and the ult goes to the back line, trying to pick off the Modric. He's not going to be able to succeed. Isis goes in. Ult coming down from Modric onto the team as they kill. Re-engage. Lonzy goes back in. Flash ult. It's charmed though and is not able to do much. Brandana is trying to. Icy does succeed in that. Also is able to pick off the Ahri and maybe the Relexus too. Slows them. Is going to be able to actually. Vel'Koz snags that one away, but it is just Journal Wally versus both of them. Well, if you are going to have one person left to try and fight the squishy Vel'Koz, Ezreal's probably the one you want, but not sure he's going to be able to do much against the Urgot. I imagine he's going to try for the Q steal here, but yeah, not going to happen.
You can only have one steal this game. Not another one.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he didn't try an E to get closer, and then use EQ combo and then flash away.
Didn't
try
want
and
to
steal
die.
that. Yeah.
He would have gotten teared up.
Well, I feel like he's definitely fast enough. I think he could have done that. If I can do it, then he can do it. Plus,
he did
his
have
entire
flash.
team was reached. Oh, he didn't have it up.
No, he had flash up. I was just reading
Oh.
the chat Ace was saying, mentioning. I'd do it.
See, hey,
I'd
yeah,
die and
see?
lose the game, but I'd do it.
nah, his entire team was respawning at the time. I don't think, even if he had died and failed to steal right there, I don't think it would have cost too much. And yet again, to no one's surprise, back to being pretty much dead even. 3 dragons for both sides. Gold is within about 2,000 in favor of 9 lives.
It's the tug of war factor tonight, man. Semifinals. Happens all the time.
But lane, I love it. If anything, it's fitting in well with the theme that Worlds is having as well. So,
Are you saying that the LCUS copies Worlds?
I'm saying that our stuff is just as entertaining to watch because of these matchups. Yes. Charm landed onto the lawn before he can do anything. Vel'Koz uses ult to get the Ahri off. Alonzi goes backline, uses ult, but he's in really far alone. Does pick her off, but General Wally kills him for it. Set comes in, he's a bit of an awkward angle. Great Beard of Vodun gets taken out by the Ezra. General Wally just does so much at this point. He's also going to get the Urgot. That's a quadruple kill. I don't think...
You're just too far. There's no way
But
he's
that
gonna get
is
it.
a 4-for-1 trade. Yeah. That might... I don't think it'll be game, but that's definitely going to be tower inhib, and they might push to even do some damage on the Nexus towers. Probably going to take this and go get Baron, though.
They could get Baron, go home. Get home in time for dinner.
That might have been the game. That would be able to take this probably with... Well, last time I said without anyone contesting, Ezreal stole it, but luckily they don't have to worry about that from the side of Phoenix as much. I guess Misfortune ult could steal it, but not as reliable. Yeah. So gold lead skyrocketed after that. About 6,000 in favor of 9 lives now. They do have Baron buff. They get to go back by reset. And now, unfortunately, for the first time I think this entire series, it is very much uphill for Phoenix. No longer feels like a back and forth.
We just need one good tug in this tug of war. Nah, it's looking pretty grim for our friends in Phoenix, but
I mean,
game's not over
honestly,
yet.
if they can get Soul here, then that might be enough to kind of, you know, pull it back to that even playing field. Modric is seen by the sweeper lens, but decent amount of poke coming out, but Nine Lives trying something cheeky. They're actually just gonna follow the wave, forcing Phoenix to respond by going back to the tower, which will give them the better positioning for Dragon when it comes up. So good call from the side of Nine Lives there.
Break up 9 lives, gonna take it. Fight potential. Hold it.
Ooh,
No.
Wally trying to solo fight the Vel'Koz succeeds. Ult from Misfortune going on, but not connecting with people. It needs to set backlining right now. Gets to the Misfortune. Journal Wally's just doing so much damage to everyone. Huge going under tower, but probably still going to get caught from Icy Flip. Now he doesn't. Alonzi is forced to run away though, and that is probably going to be game.
Yeah.
Baron buff's still alive. Every member still alive for the side of 9 lives. It's just Alonzi, just huge against all of them. And going to finals, it was a tough road, a hard set of games, but 9 lives moves on.
Be still my heart, brothers and sisters. What a set 1. And oh, good lord, I don't have my stuff correct. 1 second. Alright. Good set of games from our teams tonight. 9 lives and Phoenix. 9 lives able to take it from Phoenix. Not to say that Phoenix didn't try, but good lord. Damage output is about where you expect it. That Vel'Koz doing work. Vel'Koz always does work, but that Vel'Koz doing work, boy. Yeah.
Oh, man. Unfortunate for Phoenix, their road does end here. Great performances. Honestly, they played well the entire time until the very last moments. Kind of forced a few fights that led to their demise, but great performance the entire night from both teams. Look forward to seeing 9 lives in the finals.
Expect great things from 9 lives. Still keeping it up with their win streak going on here. And it looks like that we got General Wally in the interview room, so we can hop over there and see the perspective from the man on the front lines himself. Let's go over there. Hey Wally, how's it going?
It's going great.
Just great? You're not feeling awesome, amazing? You're going to finals, brother.
That's the adrenaline in my body, so...
That's probably...
He did have multiple pentas taken away from him, so I get why it's just, okay.
Feels bad,
I mean,
man.
to be fair, I stole Relex's penta game too when he was on Camille. Because I don't remember who it was.
That's true.
I think the tree was about to, or no, it wasn't the tree. Someone was about to kill me. He was like, give me penta in chat, and I just said, nah, fam, he's going to kill me. So I had to steal it.
Yeah, pretty much everyone in chat was like, oh, come on, Wally.
Feels bad, but here we are. So one question for you, Wally, that I'll ask for you for our serious notes here. Or not serious, depending on how you respond. The tug of war that was happening throughout the entire night. What was going on through your guys' locker room discussions or your in-game discussions? Take me into the front lines here. What was going on?
So one thing that we've really improved on, and that I'm proud of as our team, is that we know how to keep a cool head. So even after game 1, when we lost, even after throwing our early lead, we were just like, this is fine. We're doing it for the fans. We're going to get back into game 2, and we're going to play our game. We fell behind early, and we still kept our composure, and that was able to let us come back into the game. Because all we need is one of us to pop off, because everyone on this team is capable to carry, even Icy on Alistar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you actually answered my question, which was going to be, after that game 1, where I feel like most people, and I'm going out on a limb here, but I feel like a lot of people had you guys winning this 2-0. So to lose game 1, it's good to hear that you guys were able to just, kind of learn from that, which you definitely did, because your draft the next game was, in my opinion, a lot more solid. So what tell me about the Samira pick though. What brought that on?
Samira's actually broken. We had an issue where I think Samira's really strong. I know that on the podcast you guys are saying that she's not that strong and that we were just memeing it when we picked it against Blitzkrieg to test it. But that is actually one of my best ADCs. And I mean, they picked Ezreal, so I was like, well, let's pick Samira. It's pretty strong right now.
So going forward, that is a champ that you're going to go ahead and pretty much tell teams this is something you need to be aware of, that is a threat, and it is in your arsenal. It's a realistic pick that you probably will pull out again.
Well, all ADCs play pretty much the same, so whatever's meta, I'm probably going to play it.
That's fair.
You heard it here first, folks. Just ban everything against Wally.
But Samir's getting nerfed next patch, I believe, losing some AD and armor. So I'll have to see how good she is after that. But I mean, yeah, I think she's a perfectly viable champion. I think she's one of the best ADCs. There's a reason she's getting nerfed. I think that Phoenix just did an excellent job playing around it. They have a different method to beating it than we do. We actually have a super secret pick if anyone picks it against us. But
Interesting. I'm not sure that we will see that, but
Not in this series, anyways.
well, I guess it kind of lost its luster after game 1, and then game 3 we could have picked it again, but we were like, nah, let's just pick the Ezreal.
yep. I'm always pretty excited whenever I see you get Ezreal. You always perform insanely well on Ezreal. So I wasn't talking, crap or anything when I asked about the Samara. It just kind of felt weird that you didn't start with Ezreal when you had that option, just because you always perform so well with it.
Yeah, we decided that Phoenix had a really smart draft strategy where they were trying to target Slack, and so we knew that they left the setup, which was the only jungler they knew he could play, up. So we thought they were going to pick Set because we know that Alan Z had been playing it. So we decided we'll pick the Set. We'll give them Ezreal. That's fine because we knew they were going to pick Ezreal. But it didn't work out. It was more so the Zac than anything.
Yeah, which is obviously why you guys started pivoting to banning him each time afterwards. So good call.
Yeah, our coaching staff did a great job with that analysis. It was basically after the game we were like, so we're banning Zac, right? we don't need to ban Warwick. If that was Zac right there, then we've played against his Warwick and it is disgusting. But at least he doesn't engage on a team from half a screen away.
Yeah, true. Well, usually there are the rare occasions where he has 10 billion movement speed.
Yeah, but we weren't planning on that.
You got any other questions for him, Nickel?
I don't think so. And if you don't have anything else, I'll leave it to Wally. Do you have any shout-outs going into the finals here?
So, obviously, first off, I do want to shout out my team. We've done a great job, especially coming from week 1, where honestly we were just flaming each other because we're all pretty hot-headed players. But we got our act together, and even in situations like this, where I mean, we were behind the 8 ball, and we came through with it. I also want to give a shout out to the entire Phoenix squad. I had them ranked number 1 in preseason, and in Twitch chat during the thing, during our last game, everyone was asking who we were most scared to play against, and it was Phoenix, and that was why. Because I think that they're, number 1, number 2 team in the league, and they definitely proved it tonight. Those were some of the closest games that we've played.
I'm inclined to agree. I think that Phoenix definitely showed that they deserved being in the semifinals and performed super well. So good call outs right there.
That was not a 4 seed. We got cheated.
Well, I mean, I guess that kind of is to be seen. We'll see how the next set of games go. If they are, just as competitive and just as close, then maybe all of you are 4th seed and 1st seed.
I hope not. I'm old. My heart can't take much more of that. It almost exploded on that Ezreal, but we were in chat. Sorry, one more thing, and then I can let y'all go. But during the Baron that we stole, it's a common joke with me and Relexus and solo queue. I'll just say, "Yo, I'll steal this Baron real quick," and 99 times out of 100 it won't work. But the one time it does work, at least you get to brag about it. And so he's gonna have his DMs filled with that later. So you can look forward to that, Relexus.
It's not a joke anymore. It's not a meme, folks.
It's not a joke when it wins you the game. You were able to steal that, immediately pull off to where they couldn't even contest you guys at the Dragon afterwards. So yeah, great. I completely forgot to mention that. I even made a highlight to do that. So I'm glad you brought it up. That was a great play from you. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much, sir, for talking with us. Anything else from you?
No, that's all from me. Just great games.
All right. Thank you much. Good luck in the tournament. We'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you.
All right. Let's hop over. And we shall close it out. Wow. 9 Labs versus Phoenix. The tug of war. titans against each other. Just amazing set of games. Infinite, do you have any final closing comments for these beautiful people on the stream?
Just shout out to all the engagement we've had from the people watching. Don't go anywhere. I know that was a bit of a long haul for those games, being very, like you said, back and forth, but hopefully we get the same thing from Option 12 and Northern Storm coming up in just a second.
As my co-host said, we got Option 12 and Northern Storm coming up. I'm leaving you guys in the capable hands of Kenos. Please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.